Hi Goobers and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back with some new content and that's clearing my backlog of not played or unfinished games I wanna finish. I hope you enjoyed the series and let's get into the first one called Entity the Black Day. Let's go. At the start I was prompted to choose a nation and what made it worth noting is they have a description to every nation. Next you get introduced to an AI companion that is fully equipped into your character. At the start of the first cutscene, they talk about an accident. We see the captain for the first time, and unfortunately, I skipped the cutscene and we went right into the main menu where, right after fiddling with some settings, my lazy ass finally decided to hit the play button.
So, a new player, huh? Hi there, welcome. I know that in other games, you usually see instructions and controls on the screen. But in this game, the character, will explain most things to you myself. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Adam. I'm a former Special Forces member, which means I'm a professional in military operations and battlefield combat. Now let's start controls. Moving use these buttons. Don't worry, you play games. Just ready to hold. If you look at the far left, you see the bar. It represents my channel right. It runs out. I'll stop switching to get my energy covers. Now let's talk about weapons in combat. As you can see, I carry advanced custom AR rifle with 35 round magazine. I also have 5 additional magazines stored in my loot vest. To main hold, to shoot press, while aiming. This rifle is moderate recoil and manual. To reload press. Reload takes 3 seconds, but I get during the process will be interrupted by again. Now let's talk about the mechanical quickly. This weapon is designed to deploy and track quickly. For fine combat. It deals damage to your items and multiple parts at once. To use it, press. And now, with the gun, begin. And fire. Keep in mind, this weapon won't always be available. It carries only one missile, so we'll use it only when absolutely necessary. Now look up at the top right of your screen. See that green heart and pulse icon? That's my health. The lower it gets, the closer I am to death. I think that's enough for now. If you need anything, I'll talk to you during the game.
After walking around and sussing out the first area, finding some useful crafting items, I found my first puzzle, which I didn't know was a puzzle, so the AI decided to intervene and tell me I'm dumb, and to go look at the log again.
You've got to be kidding me. Where exactly do you think you're taking me? Looking for the door code? Let me save us both some time. Didn't you notice those 3 worn-out keys on the lock? The code needed 3 digits, and those keys had been used so many times. That meant...
When I finally opened the door, I got my first look at the combat, and let's say, it's not the best. Immediately, I noticed that the enemies have too much HP even when playing on normal, and after defeating the first enemy, the game took its sweet ass time to send another one after me while still playing intense music. Anyway, since the game is indie, or at least I think it is, then it's excusable for the very good atmosphere it gave me at the start. After finishing the fight, I found out that the dead enemies still play animations for some reason. Maybe a bug or something. Man, there is a lot of running involved here, but yeah, I decided to craft some more ammo at the workbench because I will need it soon enough.
boy. Here we go.
Now somehow, someway, I managed to predict where I'm supposed to go without the game telling me to. It was quite obvious, but in this room, the character does something so stupid it's unexplainable. You just have to watch it for yourself.
Vange, I'm in the control room, but there's a problem. The computer is locked with a message saying emergency biohazard lockdown.
That means the system is in lockdown. All you have to do is reboot it.
I can't do that. The computer is unresponsive. Everything is locked up.
All right, then let's try something else. Cut the power manually. Find the power source connected to the computer and reset it. That should force a full reboot of the system.
Understood. Vange, I shut down the backup power, but the control room is still running on red emergency lights. Looks like there's another power source.
That's expected. There must be emergency batteries keeping the system online. Look around for a power junction or battery supply and cut it off too.
Got it. Searching now.
Now before you see this next clip, keep in mind this motherfucker has this thing on his head. Please explain why the fuck does he use a flashlight on his gun? After that whole ordeal, I turned on the power to one of the scientist rooms and decided to go there since we needed to turn it off manually so it doesn't need any power.
Something's not right. These guards didn't die from an attack. No signs of a fight, no wounds. If they weren't killed by those creatures, then what took them out?
We will find out this information in about a few minutes, maximum.
Great. The gate's not responding, and it looks like it's completely locked down. Using C4 in a tight space? Yeah, bad idea. But a guided anti-armor missile? That might just do the trick.
Well, after using that super important missile on a super important door, we finally got to enter the first laboratory and turn off its power. So, after finally turning off the first lab power, I went back and forth another 2 times to turn off the other 2 labs here and get on with my objective. Whilst running around, we found out that the place looks like a cheap drag lab, because it was funded by Black Ops and they didn't want to bring attention to the place. Now here you see the first signs of me trying to conserve ammo, because if you couldn't notice, I have 130 bullets left, and there is no amount of resources that can get me back to full ammo.
Vange, I'm in. I've successfully entered the headquarters.
Copy that. Find anything that ties the government to this mess. Black Ops funding, files, logs, even scraps of paper. Anything.
Understood.
It's gonna be this. It's here we learn about the secret that two scientists in this building had special codes to turn on some kind of killing fumes to kill anybody and anything in this building. And, well, let's say it didn't go according to plan. So now we have to track them down to find their keys and unlock a huge ass vault that holds all the information we want. Anyways, since this part is not that important, we'll skip right to the part with the vault.
Alright, tell me this. If you were running this place, would you happen to put that kind of evidence in, let's say, a giant iron vault?
Most likely, yes. But why are you asking?
Because I'm looking at it right now.
Wait, are you telling me that all the evidence we're looking for is inside a giant vault right in front of you?
If there's anything that can expose the government's involvement, it's in there.
Then, what are you waiting for? Open it.
On my way. Do you see the beginning? No. What was in the beginning was the end. And the end is nothing but your reflection. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Vange, I have good news and bad news.
Alright, hit me with the good news first.
The good news is everything we need is inside this vault, and opening it requires only 2 physical keys, held by the 2 lead scientists of the facility, and both of them should be here, dead.
And the bad news?
Let's just cut to the chase. Yeah, they are not here, as I said before, so let's go look for them now.
Or not. Holy hell.
Okay, what can I say? This boss took all of my ammo and sanity, and all I had to do is this. Just look for yourself. Now tell me why the fuck all I had to do was fucking melee the guy. How was I supposed to know that?
Adam, do you copy? Any updates?
Still looking. There should be some traces, but I haven't found anything yet.
Alright then. Update me the second you find anything.
Huh. What are you doing down here? Interesting.
Now just so you know, that was supposed to look hella cool.
Now we have a new weapon. To switch between weapons, press.
Hey, all of this wasn't for nothing. I found myself a cool new toy.
Vange, I've got an electronic lock here. It's asking for a 4-digit code. There's also a small QR code on it. Might be useful.
An electronic lock with a QR code. I'm afraid
Now it's here I got introduced to a very cool mechanic that was to scan a QR code and it takes you to a Google site where you find the information about this lock so you can unlock it. I put a picture up on the
But I
screen
need
for
your
you.
help. We're in this together anyway. And yes, when I say you, I'm talking to you. My dear player, the one behind. What the hell? What kind of facility connects to stormwater tunnels? Vange, things just took a turn. The hidden path led me to some kind of massive stormwater system. These tunnels are huge. You could drive a tank through here.
Clever rats. No wonder no one saw this coming. So, that's how they kept their operations under wraps. I'm betting they're using those tunnels for movement and supply transport.
But this makes things more complicated. How the hell am I supposed to find where the scientists went now?
Well, in short, we made Wench find the drainage layouts while we explored the place ourselves and got to a massive opening.
We are now out of ammo. Open entry. Someone definitely passed through here.
Now I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is just super cool. I like this part of the game the most so far. Maybe if you watched this far, let me know what you thought was the best part down in the comments. And whilst you are there, drop a like and subscribe. Now it's here I decided to end this episode, so thanks for watching and I'll see you later, alligators.
Oh man, this can't be good.